Alright, YouTubers, Eddie's warming up because he's going back to the doctor this morning, and it is about 5 degrees. It's too damn cold. And he will be turning over 100,000 miles on this trip. 999's all the way across. Good job, Eddie. And there's just got to be that one ray of sun right there, huh? Say 999. No matter where I try to move my arm, I can't seem to block it. Guys, there's 100,000. I didn't know if I was going to get that extra digit or not. I guess that's kind of sad that I didn't know my own vehicle. 100,000 miles. I should have researched to see if I was going to get that extra digit or not. As we go put new shocks, maybe they'll last another 100,000 miles. Although, hey, we went over. Well, I guess the good thing to know is I wasn't lied to on the mileage when I bought this. You know, it wasn't there wasn't an extra 1 in front of that number. I think I had 60,000 on it when I got it, somewhere around there. I should check. Hopefully there's many more miles to go. And hopefully new shocks and double checking everything will lead to better driving, because maybe that's been part of it, that it's just these roads, it just rides so rough. Maybe the new shocks, maybe the old ones were that bad that I'll notice a much better ride. Fingers crossed. If you're gonna spend the money, hopefully you can tell. For me, there's nothing more depressing than spending a lot of money on something that you can't tell. Preventative maintenance, you know? But you gotta do it, so you do it. Alright, it's cold, it's still cold. It's like, it went down, it's like 4 degrees. I should be in Key West. Right, Eddie? Alright, Eddie needed a little kind of touch-up suspension work. The old shocks are out and they were shot, and getting the new ones put in there. Couldn't forget the ones on the back. They weren't easy for him to get to, but they were originals. It's easy to tell because there was foam insulation that had to be cut away from when Cousin Eddie was made. They were all basically trash. Some of them were leaking, like you can see here, just in bad shape. But we got some new, little heavier duty ones on there, so I should be good. All right there, YouTubers. Cousin Eddie got his work done again. I get a great deal and a family discount, but they still get a lot of money. But as I showed in the video coming up, Eddie went over 100,000 miles, and all of those shocks were done. They were all bad. So hopefully that's gonna help end all my friggin' suspension issues. It's riding tight but good. And hopefully it will also end all my cursing. It might make my video editing a little bit easier. I have to edit out the F-bomb constantly. I'm really hoping that I can be done worrying about suspension stuff for quite some time. They were all the original shocks. The shock had been on there since they built this thing because they sprayed foam insulation over the shock. Everything all the way around's a little heavier duty now. Put some decent shocks.
A lot of toys in this car.
We got decent shocks. We got heavier ball joints and control arms and all that stuff. He seems to be running well. And it goes to show you, YouTubers, you know, I do the best I can to do preventative maintenance, but I knew the shocks needed work. Definitely didn't make the rest of the suspension much better having shocks that were probably bad for a while now. But pinch my pennies for a while, and I realized today, last year, I was standing in the ocean down in Key West eating bacon, thinking that's about as good as life gets. And today it was about 3 degrees. I think it's up to about 9 in Ohio today. So, pointless ramble completed. Eddie's over 100,000 miles. Hope today finds you having a great and wonderful day. Take care of your stuff. Don't put things off. I usually do pretty well, but I think I pushed these off too long. I also want to say, I think, nice. I'd have done it too, dude. I don't blame you. I also want to say that I think the new shocks in the back are probably going to help cut down a little bit of sway, I would think. I think they were that bad. Now, to be honest, to do a little bit more of a ramble, I keep adding stuff on. Hopefully this is the last maintenance for a while, but as we know, as things get older, they start costing you more money, you know? A brand new Class B is a whole lot of money. I got a great deal on Cousin Eddie. I could sell him for more than I paid, most likely. But this is the age of an RV. This is 17 years old. I got to start keeping track of when it gets expensive, you know. But there's that whole argument that people want to do. You know, if you buy a brand new one, you don't have the maintenance expenses, obviously. But personally, I can't afford a new one, and I like this one, as I've said before. I would get a little bit better gas mileage in a brand new Class B, a brand new diesel Class B. But again, how many years of putting gas in the tank is it going to take me to recoup that money I'm saving on mileage? Because I'm still getting about 15 in this, which I think on the brand new Class B's, the diesel one, you're probably getting around 22. I would like that mileage, but I can't afford the price tag. And I love this mileage compared to most others. Even some of the B pluses, which are just a little bit bigger with a little bit more room, the gas mileage drops considerably. So all in all, I am still happy, even though I paid money today that I wish I didn't have to pay. I'm still happy, and I still think there's the advantage of having purchased a used RV. But I will say, for the 50th time, I got a great deal on him, and overall I've been really fortunate that I haven't had a lot of problems. And I hope it stays that way as I'm over 100,000 miles now. And I'm already wishing I was down in Key West, but I think winter's going to be fine. And so when you come back from a maintenance, you know, from a trip to the garage in a used older RV, that question pops in your head, but I still think I'm on the advantage side of having an older used RV. Still getting good gas mileage, and for the most part, I'm not having too many problems. Now I'm going to try to do the final have a great and wonderful day.